Today's 645th day that I'm here to learn, and I'm learning. I hope this doesn't support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today we'll speak about confidence and ego. Ego and confidence. Because there is a huge difference and people do not understand which one is driving them. So today we'll share 10 things, the difference between confidence and ego. So that means that when you look into, are you running on confidence, on ego, you're able to ask, which one I fall into. So let's get started by 10 things. So first one is source of validation. So for ego, seeks external validation. So that means it always wants to get external validation. So that's why you do things that you do. Because if you do things for internal beliefs, so this how you do because this is morally and value. This is what they value, and because I value this is my internal beliefs, this is why I do it. But if you ask, okay, why I'm doing this, and if you say, I'm doing this because I want to get external validation, approval, not rejection, that might be that you're doing from ego, not from confidence. Second is attitude toward others. When you're confident, you respect every single person. You love and you are happy for their successes. But when you are using ego, you are threatened by other successes. You are threatened by other people because you think that their success is taken away from your success. So every single time when you see someone else succeeding, you are feeling threatened and envy because you are feeling that they will take away the success from you. But when you operate from confidence, you respect and you are happy for some other person's success. Number 3 is handling criticism. So a person who moves from confidence, of course, he will always say, oh, this opportunity for learning. He always will look in a positive light that criticism, constructive criticism. While ego is always that he will defend himself. He'll dismiss all the criticism, and because their self-worth is attached to it, and they will defend that self-worth. But of course that's not healthy because you're defending and dismissing and you're not learning. While a confident person will learn from every single time. Number 4 is response to failure. Now, confident person will always learn from every single failure, and he always knows that failure is a stepping stone towards success. While a person with a high ego struggles to accept failure. He doesn't want to accept that this is his fault. So he blames a lot of other people. Oh, like all those people are fault because I failed. Yeah, like it's not true. Like you need to take ownership and responsibility, learn from mistakes, and of course, when you build those stepping stones, it's much easier to succeed later. Number 5 is humility. So confident people shows a lot of humility. They know a lot of limitations and they're confident about their limitations and strengths at the same time. While ego, people who live life by ego, of course, they refuse to accept their weaknesses. They refuse to show their weaknesses and they try to be seen perfect. Number 6 is impact on relationships. Confident people have mutual and respected and support relationships. While people who have very high ego, they are very self-centered. So it's all about them. Oh, I felt like this way. You didn't do this one, and people don't think about what they need to do to really create that relationship better. So confident people have mutual support and respect relationships, and egoistic people have very self-centered relationship. Number 7 is emotional stability. Now, people who has a high ego has very volatile emotional stability. They don't have stability at all. They have emotional volatility because their self-worth is attached to other people, how they validate. So one day they could say, oh, you're amazing, other day they will say that you suck, and of course when that means that every single day your emotions will be based on other people's opinions. While confident people, of course, they have positive outlook into life because they believe in themselves. They know that one day will be better, one day will be worse, but they will go through that in one way or another. Number 8 is authenticity. So confident people always are true to themselves. They will not say things that they don't believe in. They think, they say and do things that they believe in, and that is, of course, they do that because they are true to themselves and they're confident. While people who have high ego, they have a facade. They are creating image because they want to be accepted. They don't want to be rejected, and they want to be part of the community, part of the team. And of course, a lot of times they will create facade based on who they are, based on what they think other people want to see. Number 9 is motivation and goal setting. Now, people who have a high confidence, they have self-belief and confidence. They know that they're able to build the confidence by really growing themselves and improving themselves. And that's, of course, they have much more motivation because they know that they are able to improve. Now, while looking to person who has a high ego, is a lot of times they are setting goals, ambitious goals, beautiful goals, not because they want to achieve them, but because it sounds good. So that means that they are creating a goal just to say to other people and be seen that, oh, like, you're an ambitious person. Yeah, like they want to be seen as an ambitious person, even though they're lazy. Because, of course, when you pursue a goal, when you write down a goal, you need to create a plan and then execute it. If you just have a goal, beautiful goal, big goal, but you don't take actions, of course, that is a little delusion. Now, the last one, empathy, and comparison. Compassion, sorry. Last 10 is empathy and compassion. So confident people have a lot of empathy, a lot of compassion, because they are self-aware. Confident people always know exactly what they're good at, what they're wrong at, what their limitations are, what their strengths are, and because they are self-aware, they are able to be much more compassionate, much more empathetic regarding other people, because they know that no one is perfect. No one will have everything taken care of. So that means it creates a lot of empathy. Well, a person who has a high ego doesn't have much empathy because they don't understand themselves. They always have a style on themselves, and they don't understand themselves and how they're supposed to understand other people. And they always think about personal gains rather on thinking about how other people will benefit from this. So that means they are struggling with compassion and empathy. So if you are struggling with empathy and compassion, sometimes you can ask, like, my ego is in place, because a lot of times ego could be out of place. So those are the 10 things that are the difference between confident and egoistic person. Now, I truly believe that every single person has ego. It just the only thing is that how strong is their confidence and how strong is their ego. Because if you are one of 10 ego, then of course your life is good, because you need to have self-centeredness a little bit, because if you are not able to grow yourself, you're not able to grow any other people, because if you're not able to grow your wealth, you're not able to grow other people's wealth. Because if you want to give something, you need to first have it. So that means that you need to be self-centered to understand the things that you need to do to grow yourself, improve yourself, get better. But at the same time, when you have just a small ego that allows to be self-centered enough to understand that you need to take care of yourself. But if, of course, you have too high of ego to other direction, then of course you always think about yourself, you don't care about other people, and of course people don't want to be around you. And sooner or later, people will figure out who you are. So at the end of the day, ego and confidence is very common things. I truly believe that every single person is struggling with it. So in one way or another, one is better, one is worse, but at the same time, we're able to improve, get better, and really make sure that we are getting better to each other in general. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.